Savory espresso and frothy cappuccino and latte, just like the kind you find in the espresso bars of Rome and Venice. Now they can be yours, along with a delicious variety of other coffee and frothy milk beverages. With your new DeLonghi Cafe Siena, you can create and enjoy the authentic coffees of Italy without leaving home. This videotape explains the operation of your Cafe Siena espresso and cappuccino machine with instant froth dispenser. It is intended only as a brief user overview and is not meant to replace the complete instruction booklet that came with your machine. We recommend that you read this manual thoroughly before first use to fully acquaint yourself with the operation of this appliance. First, we will point out the location of several of the key control buttons on your Cafe Siena. This is the power on-off button, the power indicator light, and the frother ready light. Here is the brew strength and froth selector dial and the instant froth dispenser control valve. Before first use, wash all of the machine's accessories with sudsy warm water, then rinse. We also recommend that you flush the internal parts of your machine before making coffee the first time by allowing several cups of water to cycle through the unit, as we will now demonstrate. To pre-rinse your DeLonghi Cafe Siena, fill the machine's 2 reservoirs with cool water as follows. Do not add coffee or milk at this time. Fill the 4-cup espresso carafe with water to the maximum fill line, just beneath the metal band. Then unscrew the cap of the boiler tank and top fill. Now add water to the milk reservoir, either by removing the tank or filling it from the top, making sure not to overfill. Insert the plug into an outlet. Insert the filter holder from the left, turning it towards the center of the machine. Set the carafe beneath the espresso brew head and turn the power button to on. Turn the brew strength selector dial on top to light. After about 2 minutes, the unit will reach the correct brewing temperature and water will flow from the brew head. When the water in the carafe approaches the 4-cup mark, turn the selector dial to froth. Shortly, the frother ready light will come on. With a cup in place under the frother pipe, open the instant froth dispenser control valve for 10 to 20 seconds. Wait for the machine to cool off, then empty the carafe, refill the reservoirs, and repeat this pre-rinse cycle once again to thoroughly flush the machine's inner parts. Always release residual steam pressure before unscrewing the cap. To release residual steam, follow these steps. First, move the vario selector to light and let any remaining water and steam flow into the carafe. Next, move the vario selector to cappuccino and release any leftover steam from the milk tube by opening the steam knob. Do not attempt to remove the water tank cap until all the steam has escaped from the milk tube. Remember, even if the milk reservoir is empty, steam may still remain in the boiler. Then proceed with unscrewing the cap and refilling the tank as required. Your Cafe Siena is now ready for use. To make 2 cups of espresso, fill the glass espresso carafe with water to the 2-cup mark. If you will also be frothing milk to make 2 cappuccinos, add extra water up to the froth mark. For 4 cups of espresso, fill the carafe to the 4-cup mark. If you are making 4 cappuccinos, add extra water to the froth mark just beneath the metal band. Now pour the appropriate amount of water into the top of the machine. Always make sure to add only the recommended amount, otherwise your espresso will turn out too weak or too strong. Next, insert the filter basket into the filter holder. Fill the filter holder with ground espresso coffee to the 2 or 4-cup line using the measuring spoon included. Use freshly ground espresso coffee of the best quality available, making certain that it is coarsely ground. Gently tamp down the coffee with the bottom of the measuring spoon. Remove any excess grounds from the rim. Now insert the filter basket into the brew head from the left side, turning firmly to the right until it is locked in place. Plug in the machine and make sure the carafe is in place on the drip tray. Turn the power button to on and adjust the espresso brew selector dial to light, medium, or strong. While waiting, warm your espresso cups by holding them under hot running water. In about 2 minutes, espresso will begin flowing into the carafe. When you have brewed the correct amount of espresso, turn the control button to off, or proceed with dispensing frothy milk as demonstrated in the cappuccino segment that follows. Made correctly, espresso will have a light brown froth called crema on top. It's now ready to serve. For additional cups of espresso, remove the filter holder, knock out the used coffee grounds, then continue as before. To make a cup of delicious frothy cappuccino, begin by adding milk to the instant froth dispenser reservoir. Fill halfway with cold, low-fat or regular milk for 1 to 2 cups of cappuccino, or fill to the top for 3 to 4 cups of cappuccino. Make sure you have enough water in the machine for both brewing and frothing. Prepare espresso as shown previously. When you are finished brewing, turn the espresso cappuccino control dial on the top of the unit to froth. While waiting for the froth ready light to come on, pour the espresso into a cappuccino-sized cup, making sure to fill it only 1/3 full with espresso. Cappuccino contains 1/3 espresso, 1/3 hot milk, and 1/3 milk froth. After 2 minutes, the froth ready indicator will light, signaling that the correct frothing temperature has been reached. Set a 1/3 filled cup of espresso under the frother spout and slowly turn the instant froth dispenser control valve open to dispense frothy milk directly into the cup. Your DeLonghi instant froth dispenser takes out all the guesswork, delivering perfectly proportioned milk froth and steamed milk into your cup automatically. When you have enough froth, close the valve and repeat as necessary for additional cups of cappuccino. Top with cinnamon, cocoa, nutmeg, or chocolate shavings, and enjoy. To make creamy and delicious latte, prepare espresso as before, making sure to include extra water in the boiler for frothing. Fill a regular-sized cup or mug half full with espresso, then set it aside. Latte is 1/2 espresso and 1/2 hot steamed milk, without the thick frothy head found on top of cappuccino. Add milk to the reservoir for frothing, and turn the selector dial to froth. When the ready light comes on, simply dispense an equal amount of froth into the half-filled glass of espresso and stir for a perfect cup of latte. Top with cocoa or cinnamon if desired. To make delicious mocha-ccino, simply make espresso as before. Fill a regular-sized cup or mug half full with espresso, but this time add cold chocolate milk to the reservoir for frothing. Use pre-mixed chocolate milk from the carton. Do not use chocolate milk made from a powdered mix in your machine. Mocha-ccino is 1/2 espresso and 1/2 frothy chocolate milk. Now dispense an equal amount of frothy chocolate milk into the half-filled cup of espresso for an irresistible mocha-ccino. Top with whipped cream and chocolate shavings and serve. For youngsters and hot chocolate lovers, you can make creamy hot chocolate simply by adding cold chocolate milk to the reservoir for frothing. Use only pre-mixed chocolate milk from the carton. Do not use chocolate milk made from a powdered mix or syrup. Dispense the frothy hot chocolate into a mug, add whipped cream, and enjoy. Your DeLonghi Cafe Siena cleans up easily. First, unplug the machine and allow it to cool off. Remember to bleed any residual steam from the boiler as shown earlier in the pre-wash segment. Clean your instant froth dispenser as soon as possible after each use to prevent dried milk residue from clogging. To clean, add water to the milk reservoir and let it cycle through the system as shown at the beginning of this videotape. Clean the espresso unit by removing the filter holder, emptying the grounds, and rinsing the filter basket and holder. Use a sponge to wipe the drip tray and brew head. The glass carafe and lid are dishwasher safe. Every month or two, especially in hard water areas, cycle a commercial cleaning solution through the machine to keep your coffee tasting fresh. With your new DeLonghi Cafe Siena, you will soon be making an array of delicious coffees and frothy milk beverages to the raves of your family and friends. Bon appetito!